Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cardboard Illuminati podcast.
I'm Tyler, also known as Tyler Sports Guy.
I'm Jack. I'm also known as Suns Fan 8.
And you may know me as DRC Collector.
I'm Southern as fuck.
I collect the Arizona Cardinals because I hate myself.
I like.
That's no fun cake.
Can I interest you in a product called Top Diamond?
It really sucks my biscuits. Join us as we dive into sport card culture.
Damn, it's fucking hard right now. Holy shit.
Brought to you by Sports Card Junction, your friendly neighborhood card shop. Located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Sports Card Junction carries everything a collector needs, ranging from supplies, bundles, packs, and boxes. Find whatever you need in-store or on sportscardjunction.com. The opinions and views shared in this podcast do not reflect those of Sports Card Junction.
I never thought I'd be lip-syncing promotional ads. What's up, everybody? We are doing a surprise live tonight featuring the lovely Extraordinary Cards. Welcome, Dave.
What up, man? Always gets me dragged in. I mean, not forcibly, but, you know, a little by, like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Minute edition. We might as well.
5 minutes ago. No big deal.
Have fun with it.
Oh, that's exactly it, man. Happy to be
Yeah.
So, this week, just sports cards continue to be a clusterfuck. What did the LeBron Prism base PSA sell for?
600, right? Yeah.
Why?
Because why not? I need
$600.
4 boxes to find them, but, like,
Fake investor.
yeah.
Nate, I bet you buy cards to keep them.
I know. I'm a fucking disgrace. to
Fucking
this
fake investor detected. Out.
That, and I sold a silver Prism raw for like $80 at release. Now I want to jump off a bridge.
I sold a Lamar Silver Prism Raw and a Wooked Queen for $50. So, yeah, we all have those days.
Best running back.
I don't
in the league.
invest, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't invest at the time. It's like, oh yeah, Lamar, that running back guy. Like, yeah, I would just get my $50 and move. Oops.
It's true.
Oh yeah, I'm on mute, aren't I? Oops.
No, you're
I
talking.
can hear
I
you.
was? Okay. Sick.
No, you're
I thought I
fine.
was on mute. Okay. Great.
you were-
People can hear me.
New releases this week. We had Elite Football, which,
Why is it $275 a box?
yeah, because it's 2020.
Because this
Why
hobby
did
is
they bring-
stupid.
Why did they bring back the gold sticker autos that look like ass? Who wanted more of this? At least they learned to not do like gold on gold, you know, so we can actually see the autographs this time. That's nice.
Some of the
It's not-
insert sets are really nice.
Yeah, the thing is nothing is $275 a box nice. At like $150, sure. You know, what was it last year? About like $150-ish, I'd say.
Something like
Maybe a little more, but
I don't
Something like
remember off
that,
the top
yeah.
of my head, but yeah, it sounds about right.
the class is weaker this year too. It's Joe Burrow than who?
It's rape.
Tua. That's it.
Yeah, but like there's too many injury
Tua.
concerns around Tua. No offense, Tyler.
And position players, which
And
the hobby doesn't give a fuck about for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah. He got hurt by just that like a slight breeze at the end of his career.
Who, Tua?
Yeah. I know he got thrown down versus Mississippi, but still, he just looked off, like just even in warm-ups
Ah, my hip.
after that.
I mean, they
Yeah.
cleared him to play, like, a couple days
I'm gonna
ago.
murder you.
So, you never
Love you, sweetie.
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, no, they cleared Tua to play a couple days ago, but, I mean, if there's going to be a season, I would be very shocked if he started week 1. Hey,
Yeah.
why is there a fuck you? It's true. You have no idea there's going to be a season happening. And
No.
That was to me.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
I
No,
believe
no,
in the
that was-
season.
no, that
I
was to
believe in
Jack.
Josh
That was to
Rosen,
Jack.
starter for the Dolphins.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens with all these new quarterbacks going into systems without possibly any preseason, or any real, 11 out of 11 games, you might see like Jared Stidham starting for the Patriots. You might see even possibly someone like Jacoby Brissett starting for the Colts. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen if there's going to be
It's fucking 2020. We might see Jacoby Ellsbury out there on the football field.
Like, I mean, I haven't seen him in a Yankee game in 3 years, so it could happen. Like, he's got to be doing something. So
You got to get the bag somehow, and if you can just go out there, play quarterback a couple of games, everyone else is quitting. I feel confident the season will happen, though.
I think
At least
it will
of now.
to a limited capacity.
yeah,
Well, NFL
Still
just got
happen.
lucky timing-wise.
They should just automatically disqualify the Dolphins just because they're from Florida and the Jags. Just we've seen how that worked out in baseball, guys. We don't want you.
Tampa gets the boot. Just cut off Florida, put it out in the ocean.
Nah, they would rescue Tampa.
Okay.
Everybody's got to watch Brady. Also out, impeccable
Yeah, they would
soccer.
rescue Tampa for sure. That's what I was about to say.
How is it? I don't know soccer.
It looks nice.
I have no idea.
I like impeccable. Yeah.
I know who Mason Mount is.
Mbappe.
Freddie Adu.
Yeah.
Tim Howard, maybe.
David Beckham.
Who knows? Moving on.
Pele.
Oh, fun fact. Hold on. Tim Howard actually lives here in Memphis, and he used to shop at the Target I worked at.
Cool.
So
that
there
was
you go.
not
Yep.
fun though.
I enjoyed it.
I feel like I was there.
thank you.
I feel like I was
Thank
there
you.
rating the optic.
That's what my real life friends call a Tyler story.
Tyler Story. Are we not your real life friends? We have met in person.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
I've
talking
still
about
never-
my real life friends that actually live here in Memphis.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not living there.
Yeah,
Moving
I don't want to do it either.
Museum Collection Baseball looks pretty
You
nice.
don't want to get
this year.
shot?
No, I can go to Wilmington for that. It might take me a little bit longer, but Museum Collection Baseball.
It looks good. Museum always looks good to me.
I love
Yeah.
Museum.
Museum just has the weird habit of like, there's a 10-box case, 9 boxes are like garbage or below average. Then 1 box is the greatest box you've ever seen in your life. Like every pack is a 1-of-1 like Wogaman auto for no reason.
Yeah.
Topps does that. I don't know why.
Pretty
I don't know how to
much.
feel about that.
Panini also, I'm sure we're going to get to this in a second with,
Yep.
Oh, we'll get there.
Hot Box.
Before we get there, a product has been resurrected that is a crowd favorite. Top Sterling was resurrected.
I like it. I just don't know if I 1,100 a box like it. You know?
I like it at this point. For the
No.
most part, I'm ignoring prices on boxes that I probably wouldn't have bought in the first place because they would have been too high end for me.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with right now.
I really like the design. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
Sterling designs they've done.
Um,
It just, ouch, my wallet.
and bring myself to pay over $1,000 for box of cards in 2020.
It's
Yeah.
just stressful. Like, buy the guaranteed $1,000 card. You know, I don't want to open
Yeah.
a box and like, oh, here's my like Max Scherzer auto out of 25. Neat.
I once had an opportunity to purchase a Max Scherzer plate for $400.
What a steal.
Dare I say invest?
So let's move on to the one that I'm sure is going to ignite some fireworks. Chronicles Basketball.
Oh, God.
The one that
Oh,
broke
God.
the site with how much people wanted it. It was just flying off the shelves. They couldn't handle it.
Again, it's one of those things. I take it with a grain of salt. If I can ignore the price tag, because we may, more or less have been for basketball this year, because we're like, nothing is worth the price tag. So let's just review the products as they are. I like Chronicles Basketball. It's a fun product. I know Tyler hates the Prism cards in it, but I actually like them a lot. Those Prism cards are basically Panini's version of the Topps Update rookie.
Yeah, I'm like.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate it or get it. I just think it's still a blatant cash grab.
I
I'm
don't.
kinda like-
I mean, I'm-
This is
I'm
an already
neutral.
existing product.
I mean,
Would you put a shitty product? Would you rather have them put like Timeless Treasures in there than Prism?
Yes, I miss Timeless Treasures. Well, good Timeless Treasures.
Yeah,
Like,
but they wouldn't have put
Yeah.
good Timeless Treasures in it.
yeah, that makes me sad.
I mean, the issue that I've seen so far, and I've seen now 2 separate posts of this, are not even hot boxes, but like the difference between like a $50 box and like a $5,000 box. Because 2 instances now, I think Bullpen and Mojo Breaks had 3 John Morant autos pulled and like a Zion RPA within like 5 or 6 packs. I'm not exactly sure what the box breakdown is. And when Mojo Break, whatever the name is, posted theirs, I tagged Panini, and they saw it. And I thought that was really funny because not only did they do it once now, it's at least 2 times. And for a box that's $800 at retail, and let's assume going to be over $1,000 on eBay in the next like week or two, to have at least 6 Jaw autos, 2 Zion RPAs just gone in 2 boxes makes it like that much like less likely to even come close to making any money. It's just absurd.
Yeah.
I just
Panini
hope that
followed me,
when
and I-
Bullpen opened their box, they were wearing shoes.
Probably weren't.
Why? Why? Shoes are fine. Just wear them.
Don't be a fucking shoebie, man.
Don't let Big Shoe tell you how to live.
All right. Other than that, our topics today include I get my biscuits fucked. We talk about group and bulk grading. We go over our flex of the week and our listener mailbag.
Welcome back to Baking Biscuits, the section of the show where we talk about what fucks our biscuits. Brought to you by Chris Cards KC. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the kitchen and see who's getting their biscuits fucked.
You know what fucks my biscuits?
What?
People that shit on Panini baseball
What?
cards just because they don't have a license. Tyler's on that Southern delay. But we still love them. But so many people still shit on Panini baseball products. One, you can tell that Panini puts effort into them. They don't have a license, therefore they have to make a good product. Somebody said the other day on one of my posts, because I was saying that I liked like Panini baseball products. I don't know where Jack's going. But
Right.
My neighbors are playing dumb folk music, and I don't want it to come up on the mic. They're playing like Arms of an Angel the other day. I'm like, are you guys okay?
probably not.
Yeah, like
But
I can't not think of just like dying dogs.
I post a lot of Panini baseball stuff just because it photographs well.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye,
Bye,
Tyler.
I assumed his role.
Someone said on one of my posts that they said it looks just like Leaf football.
Nah.
Fuck, it doesn't. Are you kidding?
I'd argue that Panini does their best with baseball, honestly. It's just people have to go get over the no license.
The
And
earlier
sometimes they really
were
don't
a
care.
little iffy.
Yeah. Like
The
not
last
everything
couple years
they
have
do
been
is great.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah. I like Flawless Baseball. It looks nice. They
It's
use game
good.
used.
A lot of the Panini baseball stuff, like Donruss, Optic, stuff like that, it's great for collectors who grew up in like the 80s and 90s because they have all those retro inserts and everything like that. And Also, not everything has to have a huge return on investment. This may be a groundbreaking statement here, but sometimes you can open a product for fun and not have to worry about resale value.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Yes.
Stop enjoying yourself. Invest.
Yeah, wait, what? How dare you have fun?
No enjoyment.
But people just shit all over it. And it's the Panini baseball products are actually fun. They're fun. They're reasonably cost until the second or third round of restocks at most shops usually.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't mind the designs. A lot of the time, as long as it's not glaring, like if he's just in like, you know, his pajamas, like Goodwin Champions level, then I'd be like, this is a bit weird. You know, those years of Goodwin where it's like Michael Jordan's like fishing and Wayne Gretzky's doing his taxes. Like those kind of throw me off. But if they have like a general idea of like, oh, it's just like he's in a red jersey, I'm like, all right, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, plus Panini's higher end baseball stuff like National Treasures and Flawless, for the old school like Cooperstown guys, I like them better than a lot of Topps cards. Honestly.
I've said this before. I'll take unlicensed game worn over licensed player worn every day, like without question for me.
Yeah, but Topps doesn't use
Yes.
player worn for the
That's
same
fair.
guys.
Yeah, that's the thing with baseball. Like Topps will get game worn from like players in their infancy. Somehow, like players won't even be in the league for another 5 years, and they're like, "Oh, we have this game used patch. How'd you do it?"
But that's all I have from my biscuits. In case anybody else wants to throw anything else out there,
I'll just say let people enjoy what they like in the hobby. You know, I shit on
Oh,
a lot of
fuck
things
you.
too, but no enjoyment. I obviously shit on a lot of things.
It's
But
a business.
when I shit on things, it's never like to the point serious. If you like some of the things I shit on, I will never be like, you're a horrible person for that and I hate you. It's your money. Do what you want with it. I wouldn't spend it that way, but if you want to, go ahead.
I hate you,
And just-
Jack.
Shut
You're
up.
a Cardinals
I
fan.
can't
I
say
hate
that.
you.
I mean, I'm a Cardinals fan. I hate me.
That's
What
fair.
comes with being a Cardinals fan.
So am
Yeah.
I.
Hey, fist bump. Fist bump. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Shout out
Mike.
Josh Rosen.
Shout out Josh Rosen.
Why?
Shout out Josh Rosen, friend of the channel.
Why was
It is the
Impeccable.
impeccable
Shout out
is a
Slam
nice
Stocks.
card though. If you can't, it is a nice card. It
Oh,
won't
I still. Oh, I'll probably die with that card. I'll probably be buried with it at this rate. That's fine. Whatever. It does look cool. Going back to Panini baseball and everything like that. I mean, for the cost, yeah, it's a little bit high, but it really is always it is always like a beautiful card. Most of the time, it is game worn unless it's like a rookie. I mean, it's harmless, depending on what you're actually spending. If they, jack up the prices, I'm not sure what NT baseball goes for anymore. It might be what, $500-$600 a box.
Yeah.
Like you're almost better off if you're gonna, if that goes up to $800, like buying a box of, Top Sterling, because at least then you have the license, and it is such a super high end product. You might only get 2 cards, but if at $500-$600, that's fine. I don't know what Flawless Baseball is going to go at this year, so TBD on that.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, it's a mess. Like, all these box prices have completely locked me out of the market, and I can't even remember the last time I bought a box, any kind of hobby box, and retail, at least in New Jersey, has not restocked in like 6 months. So
The Target next to me has more like super soakers
I
in
went
the
to,
card section than actual cards.
it is so weird. Some distributor
I had-
is like laughing his ass off right now. He is so wealthy that he doesn't even know what to do.
Yeah. Just
I had to go to
update.
Walmart for my store.
go ahead, Tyler. Southern Walmart trumps everything.
I had to go to Walmart for my store a couple of weeks ago, and all I wanted was to open up a retail box while I ate NTN pretzels, and they didn't have shit. It was really sad.
I still see a lot of XFL and Big 3 cards.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Who
God.
doesn't want a Quentin Richardson auto in 2020?
Yeah.
Shout out Quentin Richardson, friend of the channel.
But what prompted my biscuits for this is somebody posted on one of my Panini Baseball posts saying it was a Judge card, and they said best player, but Panini Baseball has no rights, so it looks just like Leaf Football. 2 days ago is when he said that. I just replied with incorrect. And he replied 13 minutes ago saying they don't have logo rights. That's it. That's all they said.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Neither does
Yeah.
Captain
Correct.
Crunch, but Captain Crunch doesn't look like Panini Baseball. That's the comparisons we're using.
You lost me on that one.
It's
Why don't you people ever get my points? Mesopotamia was
are
a
you
good
talking about
point.
Captain Crunch?
He is. I don't know why he's talking about Captain Crunch, but we're gonna move. We're gonna
I
move
hate
on.
you people. I make good points.
We hate
And
us
you
too.
I think you're just being sponsored by Captain Crunch. Like, there's no way around it.
Oh, I'm eating Cheerios right now, so I'll try to
You
work with them.
fucking traitorous whore.
Cheerios, it's the food for people like me who have like old man stomachs. Yes,
But is it
give
that
me
hot
money.
Cheerio or just normal one? That's the
Just
important-
regular Cheerios.
All right, we can't be friends anymore.
We gotta
I
take
have
some
Honey Nut
cholesterol off of you.
Gross.
Honey Nut Cheerios are for when I'm feeling dangerous.
The Cardboard Illuminati
fucking
podcast
weed.
is brought to you by Geriatric Cheerios.
I have a weak stomach. I need old man food. Have some oatmeal after this.
I like oatmeal. Not well. Are you gonna have
Oatmeal.
plain oatmeal?
I'm not gonna have any oatmeal. No, oatmeal's gross.
When you do eat oatmeal, is it plain?
No, it's like cinnamon and sugar in it
Okay.
and shit. Yeah. No, I'm not just like throwing oatmeal in a bowl, just adding water and it's like eat.
You're
Not
the
a
one
prisoner.
eating plain Cheerios. That was well within my rights to think
Regular
that.
Cheerios are fine. They come in a box like that. What do you want me to do? Put hot sauce on them?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh God,
Put your
no.
hentai hot sauce on it.
Someone threw it away. I'm so sad. I paid $15 for
Probably
fucking meme
sucks.
sauce.
It's probably
You're such a fucking weeb.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I had hot sauce, and I no longer have hot sauce. F in the
All
chat.
right. Moving on. So our main segment today, we're going to go over group/bulk graders, just kind of what they do for the hobby, good, bad, whatever. Does anybody have any opening thoughts?
Wax is altering.
Wax is altering. You know who the fuck you are.
Wax is altering.
Putting literally anything on a card in order to like raise the grade of it is altering a card.
Yes.
If it was not altering, you would not do it.
Oh, let me go on Instagram Live and show everyone how I alter my cards. Do, 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 do. Fuck
Uh-oh.
off.
Uh-oh.
Never get too big to partake in giveaways.
Yeah.
Some like I know DK Cards. DK Cards is one of the best people on Instagram, and everyone should follow him and like stop fucking harassing him when Beckett won't like 10-day during COVID, and like they'll blame him for it. But guys like him who actually like know the hobby and put like so much effort into it, like I think grading's a scam, but I think David does a fantastic job with what he's doing and is actually an asset to everyone on Instagram. And plus, he's just a really nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, and I'm fine with group subbing. It brings the cost per card down usually than if you have to send it in on your own. You're going to have to wait a little bit more. Right now, you're going to have to wait a bit more.
Mhm.
Just use SGC and their bulk subbers. They don't have
Um,
delays or anything like that.
It might be
GMA.
worse right now.
Why is GMA a thing now? Why?
God damn, that's waiting to say.
All right, Tyler. Give us your
I'm
spiel on
sitting here
GMA.
waiting to say finishes his nonsense arenas.
Oh God, we're losing him.
We're losing you,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Southern internet.
I'm
Yeah.
using an expired Panini Redemption as a coaster. Should I send this to GMA?
Yeah, yeah.
I found like all the old redemptions I had. I've been using them for decoys lately. I'm just remembering like the Justin Hunter auto I pulled. Oh boy, then he killed a guy and we all kind of forgot about it.
Did he kill a guy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, what the hell? When did this
Yeah,
happen?
remember when Justin Hunter killed a guy and we all just kind of forgot about it?
I just don't think we ever heard about it.
I'm part of the forgot about it part.
Yeah, Justin Hunter killed a guy. He was under investigation for murder and he was like, I probably did it. And then we're like,
Oh my
okay.
The
It was Justin Hunter, so we all just let it slide.
We have a listener question coming in from Tony L. It says, "Hey Jack, your interview on Cardboard Chronicles was awesome. Are the
Thank
rest of
you.
you dudes going to do one? If I'm invited."
Tyler will be the next one. Put Nate on. Nate's charming and actually good
Wait,
at
is
this whole
Tyler already
podcast
on
thing.
there? Like
No,
confirmed like he's
he-
going to be on there?
he's going to be on there. Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I'm the redheaded stepchild again. Put Dave on there too.
I mean,
Put
you know,
Dave on there.
I'll maybe just go listen so I know what I'm talking about first.
Oh god, what's happening to my skin? I just noticed like somebody just ripped a piece of skin off my leg.
You just when that happens, you just wake up and like losing like 3% skin, 5%.
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I've been like
I was missing a toe the other day.
I've been going outside a lot and like I have too many bugs in my backyard now, so my legs are just bug bitten to hell.
so there's your first problem. You went outside.
Yeah.
Very
Don't go
dangerous.
outside anymore.
2020. Don't do that. Secondly, I also got bit by bugs, and I am fucking just covered in so many bug bites on my legs. It looks
It
really bad.
sucks, and I was already sunburned, so now I just look like even more of a mess than I already do.
Welcome back to the podcast, Tyler, aka Shane Dawson. Tell us your thoughts on
Yeah.
GMA.
Yeah, I hear you now. Let's see.
Yeah, hopefully this works better. Somehow I was still connected in Discord, and I think that was fucking it up.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Okay. GMA time. Pinnacle of the hobby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't grade with GMA and don't grade with SGC. I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to.
I will say, as
Is
much
it-
as I've shit on SGC on here and just in general, they are better than GMA. So
They're
oh
also
boy.
still good for vintage.
yeah, no, they're fine for vintage. If you want to do vintage,
They're
go
good with
for it.
vintage. Yeah.
It just GMA slabs look like I made them in arts and crafts.
What was the other one that was literally in like a screw down case?
Oh, it was BSG, not BGS. BSG.
That's not legit.
No, not
And
at
it was
all.
it was a red and white PSA ripoff label.
With like
Oh yeah,
stock,
yeah.
like stock impact font.
We should make a grading company and use wingdings.
Listen, I'm so down for this.
Use like map, like italics.
If you guys want your cards graded by the Cardboard Illuminati, feel free to send them in.
I will just write like A+ on it.
Oh god, he's gone again.
Oh, bye Tyler.
Oh, that
Bye,
was,
Tyler.
that was my fault.
Oops.
Just kick him out. Teach him a
I was about to
lesson.
say, did I get kicked off?
Yeah. Friendship ended with Tyler. Now Dave is best
Yeah.
friend. What
Other than that,
else about subs? I cannot stand that one guy on Facebook that just waxes cards, brags about it, altering cards. Like what are you like putting that scammer thread? Like wax it, you may call it altering. I call it a masterpiece. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's not a good defense.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't get. Or if you're going to do it like bad, don't do that. But don't get arrogant. Don't
Yeah.
show people how to do it, and then don't be, not loser's not the right word, but just don't be you when you get caught, confronted, and then banned eventually for your shitty actions.
Yes.
He started blaming Panini too. Like, oh, if they just released every card in pristine condition, you wouldn't need me. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Then we wouldn't need grading in general.
Just like, oh, I'm just gonna trim a little bit off the top. It's Panini's fault for making this off center. Duh.
But
You might
That's just
call it
ridiculous.
murder. I call it life relocation.
I think I'll hold him in court. I mean, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I think that sounds about right.
yeah, you just need to put a positive spin on it. It's not trimming, it's recentering.
Your Honor, if their parents didn't have this person, I wouldn't be able to murder them. Therefore, we should lock up their parents.
I didn't kill him. I just reassigned his death date.
That's
Also shout out to Otaya Sports, friend of the channel.
They're partnered with Beckett. Why? The company that does the whole grading thing and knows hey, this person trimmed a lot of cards for grading. Was yeah, let's partner with
The
you.
only thing I can think of is the old keep your friends close but your enemies closer adage.
When I saw the email, I don't know why I'm getting Beckett emails, but just the email from Beckett saying oh,
I don't
OK
either.
sports cards, we're doing them now. I was why?
Yeah, I get emails from Beckett and I get emails from Otaya Sports, and I never signed up for either of those. I don't know how they got my email.
Yeah, I have the Beckett app because I wanted to look up pop reports one time, but I guess that's how they got my email. I don't know. I've never graded with them.
Nope.
Another positive aspect I would say to bulk grading is a lot of the really good graders or bulk and group submission guys end up having a community around them.
Yeah.
And so you can get any genuinely good communities within this hobby, subgroups, I'm all for.
Also,
Okay, I have a
another
question.
thing.
Yes.
Go.
So, what do you think about the people that, for group subs, that just send in anything and everything? Not cards that they think will be 9s or 10s. They just say fuck it and send in everything that could be from a 5 to a 10 to an 8 to 7.
I don't see the issue with that.
It's their card. They can do it. I saw one person, the card was bent. It was bent in half. There's a crease going down the middle. It's a Jalen Hurts auto. And he posts, should I send this to
Oh, I saw
PSA
that.
or Beckett? I'm neither. The card is broken.
No, but the people that send in stuff just to get it graded for the sake of grading and end up with a 5, a Bowman Chrome card.
It's again, I don't agree, but it's your money. I can't tell you what to do with your money.
The only thing I'll say is those kind of people are stillborns that made it.
Nate, what
Damn, Nate. Damn.
That was dark.
Yeah, that's
kind of bouncing off this and to go off distracting the stillborn comment. One good thing about group subbers is that they've done enough that they'll tell you oh, this looks good to send in, and oh, this, yeah, you probably shouldn't. It's going to get an 8. And that kind of advice is helpful for a lot of people like me who have terrible eyes for grading and will probably send in something that would have gotten a 7, and they're you probably shouldn't. And I'm oh,
yeah.
Okay, another question.
yes.
Who do you think the best group subber is?
I'll go David just because personal. I don't group sub with anyone, so I can't talk about personal experience. I just like David. He's just a really nice guy.
Same with me, and this is nothing against anybody else, but Josh Cade for me. I've seen his group. I've been in his group the longest. I've never actually subbed anything through there, but just really nice guy.
I don't know why. Everyone on Facebook wants to fight him, though. I don't know who
Peanut
fights
butter
over
and jealous.
grading. I hate that argument, though. Stop that. You're just jealous because I own things. No, I don't know the guy. He seems
Well, I
cool to
also have to
me.
go with David.
Yeah.
So I'll give a couple people. I'll give one for Beckett and one for PSA. If you're going anything Beckett, best baseball cards 27 on Instagram. Fantastic guy. Very
Oh,
nice.
absolutely. Yep.
Super duper professional. Knows what he's doing. Fair prices. I've done very well with him. I couldn't say anything better about him. Awesome guy. Use him for Beckett. PSA, I've used a couple guys as well. Waiting on some grades. KK Sports Card seems like a nice guy. I sent him like 300 cards. Seems nice enough. Seems like it's going to be, a good business. Happy to work with him. Santiago Sports, Tyler. Fantastic guy. Yeah.
Friend of the channel.
Very nice. Lives right next to me. Awesome doing business with him. Also recommend him as well. He does subs every month or so. So I gave 3. So I kind of cheated there, but
that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's shout out hour.
Sure.
So I guess before I play the Flex of the Week intro, do we have one?
Oh yeah, we forgot to cover that. Oops.
Yeah, I got it.
There's that guy on Facebook that I shared.
Oh, let's roll.
And now it is time for the Flex of the Week, the most dignified part of the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. Let's head over to the Flex Master General, Tyler Sports Guy. What do you have for our Flex of the Week?
Well, for this week's Flex of the Week, there was one I had in particular, but I can't remember where it was. But this one is actually from today, and it was 26 Collectibles, again, who's been the Flex of the Week before.
Oh, is this the first repeat Flex of the Week we've had?
No, we've had another.
Okay. Let's call it a repeat.
Posted a few stacks of hundreds. I don't know how much. I don't really care. But whoever this is needs to go back to school or download Grammarly or something because his grammar fucking sucks.
These people have clearly never been to a Scholastic book fair.
It says, show me what you got. This gotta... The fuck? Show me what you got. This gotta go by tomorrow. I mean, this doesn't even sound like English. It looks like fucking Portuguese to me.
Why do you need to get money gone by tomorrow?
I'd imagine you want to keep the money you have, for goods and services.
I understand if you want to have cards gone by tomorrow because you need money.
And didn't they do some National Treasures break at some point that was?
Oh my god!
So that was them.
That was it was a disaster in the best way. So
okay, fill me in. I missed this.
So and Nate, please correct me where I'm wrong here, Tyler as well. What they were doing was, I believe it was either 2 cases of NC basketball or 5 cases. And the way you bought into it wasn't, a spot. It wasn't a team. It wasn't a random. It was a group break where you all bought in together, and they would sell the cards after everything was hit. They would grade the best ones and then sell them all on eBay and then split whatever the money ended up being amongst the 20 people that was in it. And I think it was like $2,100, $2,500 per spot. And somehow this person filled it. Like, this was the first post on the account, or one of the first posts. And I remember going into that video, not knowing what to expect, because they did it live, and it was glorious. It was so it was bad.
Somebody sent me a link to that live, and I had no idea what was going on.
This sounds like the Hindenburg of sports cards breaks.
It honestly kind of was. Imagine $100,000 worth of boxes on a table, and the person breaking just didn't know how to pronounce the names, which is fine. Whatever, I get it. I'm not the best. I'm not the strongest reader in the world either, but there were names you should know. And imagine a 8 to 10-year-old kid on the side of the camera, whispering into I assume his dad's ear, Kyler Murray or Josh Rosen or basic stuff that you would know, to the point where everyone in chat was like, "Yo, just let the kid break." And then, honestly, after the kid started breaking, his name was actually Kobe. It was kind of wholesome at the end, but it was also just a disaster. The live would cut out halfway through a box. I don't think he dropped anything, but it was bad. But they hit.
Didn't they hit a Ja RPA?
I think they had a Ja RPA in the last box. They had a Colin Sexton Logo Man auto.
Yeah, they had decent stuff too.
Yeah, they did. They did fine. It was just this guy has no idea what's happening, and it's very clear. and he was also, if I recall, like saying like, like this is nothing to me. Like I have so much more money. Like I talk to all these like sports guys.
Oh God!
Like the guys he's like trying to say he's connected to, like couldn't even pronounce the names. He got angry in chat like I make more money than all of you combined. I kind of
Can
remember.
you just imagine someone breaking a box of cards and the whole way through? My dick is bigger than all of yours combined. Job Morant auto out of 99. Nice. I am so much wealthier.
Yeah, that does exist. It's called Plat.
It's
Even
funny.
though
because-
he probably hasn't seen his dick in years.
Ooh.
From what Dave just described,
Your
there's
mom.
a certain word I want to use for that, but it's 2020, so I can't use it.
Oh yeah, no.
That
I
sounds
don't
like,
get that word.
an absolute abort.
Who is the breaker that didn't know who Nikola Jokic was? He was a sneakerhead. You know which one I'm talking about? Like, he
Yeah,
pulled out the
no.
card and was like,
Black.
"Who's this guy?" Me.
I don't know. He said, "This is one of my favorite players."
Oh god.
He didn't know
Nicola-
who Barry Sanders
Nick-
was.
Nick Johnson. Yes, that's who Nick Johnson auto.
Anyway,
I just don't get the idea of like, hello account that's made no posts. Yes, I will give you this $2,100 to some guy to break NT like this. Why would you ever do that?
They didn't know any better. And I think they tried doing it again. I don't know if the break ever filled. I remember seeing they were going
they
to
did. They tried.
Did it go? Did they do it live? Like what happened?
No, I don't think it ever filled. I think everybody was so turned off by how the first one went that they just said fuck it and just
Thank
scrapped it.
God.
I mean, yeah, if a kid has to tell you who like a player is and the whole time he's just talking about how big his dick is, would you want to break with that guy?
Know who the players are. He can pay someone to know.
He is very
You
rich.
do. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. Like, go ahead. Like, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
There are people who are, the money guys in any business. If your kid's too young, he's 8 or 10 years old, that's fine. Then find someone you can employ for $10 an hour. Just rip shit. Like, it's not a big deal.
Remember the kid who hit the Zion select and was like, "Oh, Zion select 101. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, hire him. He's the anti.
What up, Mario?
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Mario?"
Mario.
And he's holding like 50 grand.
Yeah. So good. I'm going flex not earned.
Yeah.
No.
How many times do I have to say, just stop holding money? Like, that is not.
They weren't
interesting at
holding it.
all.
I think it was on like their leg or something.
Oh, that's even better. I can see someone's leg in the process. Oh boy. Thigh fetish. Here we
That's your
come.
Dave.
Oh, not earn at all. Like, not even close.
Yeah, it's
100%
unanimous.
not even close.
Hard
Yeah,
no.
not earned.
We should do like a group break of something really dumb. Like we all just like group pile. Let's open 30 cases of Elite and sell everything that comes out of it.
We have to do bench
Tops total.
Tops total. I have some Yo Gabba Gabba cards in my room.
Invest now.
Invest now.
Plus some
I wish I
sticker
knew.
packs.
I wish I knew literally any Yo Gabba Gabba character's name because I just say invest in them.
But we will move on to the listener mailbag, and we did have one come in via the chat. This is from Tony L. again. Do you guys prefer buying cards on social media or on eBay/ComC? I'm not big on social media. I haven't really tried it yet.
I like eBay just because I like the premise of someone puts something up for sale, I buy it, and we both move on with our days. On Instagram and Facebook, I have the, like, on both, I say, like, just don't sell me random sales DMs, and they won't listen because gotta get the bag. Someone tried today calling me Sons Dan, and that's not gonna get you $40, my guy. Yeah, like he corrected it after, but I'm like, nah. Even if he has them, I'm like, nah. It's always the same, like, just photo. It always says, like, any interest, question mark.
Those are the worst.
Every time. Every time.
Have I tickled your fancy?
Well, I mean, for for me, it just really depends on the person. Like, I mean, I've dealt with Dave before, and buying and selling. And it's like, if I want to buy a card from him, he's like, "Yeah, this is the price. Okay, what's your PayPal?" And then it literally takes a couple minutes.
I've dealt with
peasy.
all three of you. It's been lovely. Like, I have no problem with any of you guys.
But
I mean,
then you got guys that just, it's incredibly frustrating.
Okay,
And
Dave,
don't
you
even
do
want
the
to-
buying selling thing more than like all three of us. What's the worst? Like, what's the one thing on Instagram where you've just been like, I cannot do this. Please help.
So, I mean, there's a few things, especially with the amount of like buying something that does happen. I hate unsolicited group breaks more than anything else in the world. Like those
Yeah,
are the
So we
worst.
already know.
Yeah, oh my god, stop! Like, just leave me alone, guys. Like, I don't want to break with you. Like, if I do, I will contact you. Like, just please stop. I don't do football a ton. Like, football to me is like the worst market. So I put in a profile forever. Like, hey, I don't want football. Please leave me alone. And then I'll obviously get more football sent to me. The worst is more so, and I hate to be that guy, but like understanding of value in like a general sense will go very far. And I answer every DM. Like, there are no requests I have, and I at least will give you the time of day of like, hey, no thank you, or hey, whatever. But if you're like, hey, I want to trade for this Aaron Judge card and I have a price at $300, and your profile is base of Eli Manning from like 2012, like, it's just not going to work. Like, awareness is going to go very far in any deal you do, buying or selling, whatever. Like, just general awareness of what you actually have and what you can afford.
I had this one guy who, I don't want to call him out or anything. I feel bad. He's not a bad guy. I'm pretty sure he's younger, but it's not Tyler. But he sent me his live one time 18 times in a minute.
Oh, God.
He just spammed it repeatedly as I'm like trying to do something. And he just constantly like, join my live, please help. I'm just trying to like watch anime right now or something.
Hard to do a card duet with one person. You crushed
But here's
his
the
dream.
thing. Like the other day, he sent me his live again just from a different account.
That's some dedication right there.
He sent me his live like 40 times by this point, and now on a different account, 2 different accounts have sent me like, "Hey, join my live for some 6 stacks."
Next
and I'm like,
time,
have you literally ever seen me join a stacks ever before?
time he sends you one of his lives, you're gonna click on it, and it's gonna be right outside your window.
Oh, God. I just hear knocking at my door.
You're gonna be on my live whether you like it or not. And for me personally, I think overall, I would say ComC is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Aside
Yeah.
from pandemic times, because the shipping takes a while. Also, don't give their social media team shit. It's not their fault that the shipping is backed up.
I ditched my ComC profile because at this point I probably owe them like $5,000 in storage fees. I just sent them a bunch of stuff that didn't sell, and I'm like, okay, abandon ship. Last time I remember, I had like negative $100 in there. I'm like,
Well, see, if you're listening to this, go get Jack. I can give you his address.
I just sent them all this base I didn't want when I was a kid. I was using ComC before it was cool. I was using it like 2012, before I had negative $100 in my account and bailed.
Nice.
Nice.
But our next question. Go ahead, Tony, or Adam. Dave.
Adam?
Well, I'm looking at all the people that are asking us questions, and I have so many names in front of my face right now.
No, I never use ComC, so I have no opinion. Like, it seems okay. Their social media seems nice. That's it.
Yeah. So we have a question from Cards of B-Tracks. He says, if you could play for any coach ever, who would it be?
Cliff Kingsbury, of course, because his house is sick. I'm kidding. But generally,
Because
probably
You would
Popovich.
corner him in the shower.
Oh, God. But yeah, Popovich, because he's both a mixture of just a genuinely great coach and a really cool guy.
I really don't care too much about coaches. I'd probably go with Bruce Arians, though.
I miss him so. I met him. Like he was at a wedding I was at, and he's the nicest guy. He's absolutely so nice.
That's a Tyler story.
I,
Moving on.
It wasn't supposed to be entertaining. I just want people to know he's a nice person. Let the man be nice.
Vince Lombardi.
That's a good one.
Dave?
I'll go boring and say Bill Belichick. I mean, like, at that point, dude loves Rutgers more than anything else in the world. I think he would build his entire team out of Rutgers players if he could. And he's just so deadpan on everything he says and does that I love that. I think that's amazing to just walk in interviews, just like, I have no interest in talking to any of you guys. Like, so.
And you'll get a few rings out of it because he cheats all the time, so it'd be easy to get a ring.
I mean, listen, they may or may not be tanking right now. You know, who knows?
Oh, they're tanking.
I don't think
tanking
they
like
have to
motherfucker
tank
right
right now. Like, their defense is too good for them to go into full tank mode right away, in my eyes.
Yeah, one lucky thing, it's play outside linebacker next week. So, you know, if you want to, you know, like,
Yeah. Well, actually,
you might get a chance.
yeah, now that I think about it, like, their entire defense, like, opted out this season. So, yeah, maybe they are tanking. I don't know. Like,
They're
Dante
tanking.
Hightower's out of here. Yeah. Get Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Masterminds.
And
I'm
our
gonna kill myself if they get Trevor Lawrence.
the next
I'm just
question
gonna straight
after
up beat
Tyler
myself off the
himself,
bridge.
yeet, comes to us from Mac Endeavors Collector. He
Friend of
says,
the channel.
friend of the channel. He says, "How are you guys so good at what you do?" I have two answers for this. One, we're not. Two,
No.
emotional trauma.
I do
Yes.
enough drugs to put down a small horse. That's pretty much my secret.
Uh,
Should I give a real answer, or should I just be sarcastic? Like,
Either or both.
all right, real answer. It's just dedication to what you do. Like, this is a hobby. It is fantastic. The fact that you're smart at and have the ability to make money and do something you love is incredible. If you keep on doing that and you're not a total jackass to everyone, more power to you. It's just about, like, not comparing yourself to everyone around you, because there are 12-year-old kids who I know who have literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in cards that would shit on my collection. And it,
Oh, absolutely. Someday, like, it's funny. When I was a kid, I was hyped when I hit a Chris Paul relic, and you got kids on here with like 18 Giannis Prism PSA 10s, and I'm like, you can buy me. What did you do to get
And,
this?
and have 18 Giannis Prism gems left over.
Am I missing some like secret underground like candy trading on the playground that's like making millions of dollars?
Hashtag Pizzagate.
Oh no! Oh no!
ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was dark.
How much money's going somewhere?
I bought a kid off Wayfair. No one will catch me.
Tyler, what about you?
pretty much what you said. Emotional trauma.
Yeah.
You know, just
There's that one tweet.
by the question, does he mean like good at like
I
podcast or
think he
good
means
at
like the podcast itself, but
no?
that's part of the reason we're so good is we don't take anything the way it's supposed to be.
There's that
emotional
one tweet.
trauma for sure.
Are you funny or did you have a good childhood?
All right, our next question comes to us from 90s B-ball cards.
From the
He
channel.
said, "How much is Jack being fined for his breach of contract?"
Oh my god, I did a thing. Leave me be.
Yes,
Now
for
Panini
those
follows
who
me and I
don't
don't know what to say ever now.
Jack went on to the Cardboard Chronicles podcast. Great show, great content.
Thank you.
But
I didn't do
Love
any
giving-
of the other things, but thank you.
for leaving us in the dust.
I'm so he invited me on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
actually
Jack, you are.
not Jack, so, you know, no pressure.
So, Tyler, what are you doing this Wednesday? I ask.
I'm off work. I ain't doing shit.
Are you doing anything else? Perhaps with another
Yeah.
person?
Do you have any
I might
speaking?
masturbate. I don't know.
It's all right. I have a whole separate podcast.
Cheater.
Well, fine, fuck you too then.
which launches tomorrow. Shameless plug for the Questionable Sanity podcast. Look us up on Instagram. Questionable
funny
Sanity
just-
pod.
Watching like everyone come to my page and like follow the weird guy with like the anime girl profile pic, including Panini and PWCC, which like really threw me off. Because I look at the people who like I follow that are also followed by PWCC, and they have like god tier collections, and here I am with Andy Isabella, like, should I be here? I'm like a kid at the adult table, like,
But didn't you post like your Larry Fitzgerald collection a couple days ago? That could be why.
I guess, yeah. But also, what I really don't get is that I shit on Panini on the Cardboard Chronicles podcast, and they follow me. Like, did you guys watch, or did you just see me and like, he probably said nice things? I shit on him the day I followed him. I made the like under the Chronicles like thing of like technical difficulties because it was $900. I like made fun of him on that, and then they followed me. So now I'm like, ooh, can I still make fun of them? I don't know.
I'll never be followed by Panini again.
Well, I mean, you
Right?
followed them on the Paxton account, though. They follow you there.
Yeah, they do, and they repost my shit on there too.
Yeah, I think you're the only person that's both followed and blocked by Panini at the same time.
Probably
Flock.
am. So
What an
Tyler.
accomplishment.
And a good question from BQH Sports Cards, friend of the channel.
Friend of the channel.
They said, what are your thoughts on the NFL Top 100 list, and what are some of the changes to the rankings that you would make?
it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're very stupid.
Russell Wilson was not number 2 in the don't put it. I'm biased as hell, of course, but he was not the second best player in the league. And you
Pat
put Michael
Mahomes.
Thomas way too high. Yeah, Mahomes by
Pat Mahomes
far
is the
and
best
away.
player in the league.
Yeah.
He's number
By
one.
far and away,
by far.
Mahomes was number 1. It's not
So
even close.
what I understand what happened with that list, it was all NFL players, and it was before the playoffs or right before the Super Bowl. And they also released like an example ballot, and the top 1 and 2 players for that guy was Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins. So it was very clear like a Texans player.
Mhm.
Like maybe you do something similar to like the NBA does, like the All-Star game, where you have like players, coaches, and then like a fan kind of thing. So it's
Yeah.
more realistic because it's just dumb. Like, sure, NFL players know like their peers better than anyone else, but then, if you play for the Giants, maybe Saquon Barkley's number 1, or that didn't influence my decision why I put him above Christian McCaffrey or fucking whatever. Like, make it an actual example instead of a joke. That
There's-
it is.
Every year they sleep on Chandler Jones. He's the number 1 sack leader since like 2016 per game and total. He averages a sack per game, which no one else is doing, and he's never the top pass rusher. Like there's always someone that's above him in pass rushing. He is the best at the one thing you're supposed to do as a pass rusher, and he's never the top at that position. I don't get it. Biased as hell, but I have a point.
Michael Thomas is way too high.
Slant route god, oh boy.
Michael Thomas is the Russell Westbrook of the NFL.
Michael Thomas is a bitch. Whenever he's the type wow, that route was really good by Stephon Diggs. Good job, everyone. My route was better. You did not play today, Michael. It was still better.
He'll hear you. He'll bitch about you on Twitter.
Yes.
So I hear just a knock on my door. Fuck you.
And my biggest thing was Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson was 26. He's arguably the best offensive lineman in the league right now, and he was 26. And the person that was ranked directly ahead of him was Richard Sherman.
Oh, Richard
Yeah,
Sherman
like-
should not be on the top 100. He was
No, he
not
shouldn't,
good this
and he
year.
shouldn't be fucking
I'm
25th.
okay with Sherman being in the top 100 if it's in the 90s.
Richard Sherman had a perfect Super Bowl. By that, I mean, whenever someone threw at him, the receiver caught it.
Yes.
But it was
Sure.
done before the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I mean, Richard Sherman in 2020 is not better than Quentin Nelson.
No.
He's just not.
Sherman is a system cornerback. There we go. Words are hard. But he's a system cornerback and should be nowhere near the top 50. right now.
No. And then Darius Leonard, who's been one of the best linebackers in the game the past couple of years, was like in the 60s, I think, or the 70s. It's like, the fuck? I mean, obviously I'm biased.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Leonard should be a top 50 player.
Didn't he lead the league in tackles his rookie year?
Yes.
Yeah. Like that. If you're the best at tackling,
and the last person to do that was Kuechly, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And Kuechly's was perennially
and
top 10.
And the NFL would always slob on Kuechly.
Yeah. I don't know why Carolina's not a huge market. I don't understand that.
I don't either. I'm glad to have Chandler Jones at 15.
He top 10. Chandler Jones is a top 10 player. Like in my eyes. Like he should have been DPOY. Just no one watches Cardinals games. Like I'm the only one who does. I just sit in the room by myself and I'm the one person going, yay.
Yeah, I don't even watch them.
It's hard.
I don't really have access to them too much without seeing.
Well, I use the bootleg porn streams you find on Reddit. That's like you have to click a big booty hose in your area. No thanks. I just want football.
Big booty.
Mahomes should have been number one. That's the big thing.
Yeah, Mahomes he only wasn't number one because he was hurt in the regular season a bit, but talent-wise, it's not even questionable he was number one.
Yeah.
Tom Brady at 14. Oh my God, that's way too high. I want to give him
that's a career achievement award.
Sure, but is this based going into 2021, or is this based on at the time they took this list? Like, it can't be one. It has to be one or the other. It can't be both.
Was Tom Brady even a Pro Bowler this year?
I don't know.
I can't remember because I get it. Like the Patriots receiver sucked last year, but he still he wasn't peak Brady.
He was not a Pro Bowler. This was the first time since 2008 when he was hurt.
How are you top 20 and not a Pro Bowler?
You're not.
Yeah, exactly. I understand Pro Bowl is like popularity contest, but Tom Brady's pretty popular.
Oh my God. I just got sent this video from Panini America.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Breaking
Guess
news.
who's in the Hall now?
Tony Hawk.
Mark Wahlberg.
That's amazing. Why is that a bad thing?
Oh God. He posted proud of the boys for starting our sports card business. Big shout out to Panini America for making this happen. Check them out at the Card Boys.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I'm Mark Wahlberg. You guys want to check out my basketball cards? Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
What is happening? 2020.
I get to do that more often, so I'm all aboard on this.
I did not have Mark Wahlberg collecting cards on my 2020 bingo list.
I'm so confused right now.
I'm watching it right now.
What is happening?
I mean,
okay.
Oh, the Card Boys, whatever, no big deal.
The Card Boys. That's such a bad name too.
Karan Butler commented on his post. I just signed some authentic ones a month ago. That's good. Thank you for not being.
Oh yeah, didn't he make the Karan Butler movie, like the documentary? Didn't Mark Wahlberg do that?
What's that? I'm Mark Wahlberg.
If not, who made the Karan Butler movie? I know some celebrity did.
I didn't realize there was enough demand for Karan Butler to have his own movie.
I'll watch a Karan Butler movie. He was like the Agent Zero Wizard eras. That team was sick as hell. They just play the Cavs every year in the playoffs, and we all loved it. They never win, but it was fun.
Shout out Larry Hughes.
Shout out Larry Hughes. Shout out Antoine Jameson and Brendan Haywood.
Jesus Christ. His story is just him lifting a ton of weights. My God.
I still love how when Pain and Gain came out, you saw pictures of Mark Wahlberg on set, and you're like, he got fucking ripped. And then he's standing next to The Rock, and you're like, Mark Wahlberg's fucking tiny. Did he even try for this movie?
To be fair, I mean, The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he would make buildings look tiny.
Didn't Mark Wahlberg kill a guy? or blinded him in a bar fight.
No, yeah, he just beat up some dude for like no reason. He just went sicko mode on someone.
Boston for you.
He just randomly. It was during it. Wasn't it during the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch days?
Probably.
They just beat up some dude in a bar.
That's very
Probably.
awesome.
But yeah, we'll end with Mark Wahlberg. And thank you for listening to the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. And remember, why squeeze a lemon while hamsters aren't meant for